right now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Here we go. Flex round, flex round. Three down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. He finds an opening past the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start, but I think this is part of it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dion Lewis punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 5-yard touchdown, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Brown, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And an update from the other NFL stadium in Ohio. That's up in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Matt Ryan, a single touchdown. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Dion Lewis. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
That's it, baby.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A good pickup there, a 22.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
It's complete. Fleener, right side. And out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll look to throw here. And the tight end has it, Fleener. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Gerald Everett with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Matthews, 72 yards. yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens add on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past.
Second quarter in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Matt Ryan with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Ravens taking the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And this is hauled in by Matthews. Jordan Matthews all by himself. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jordan Matthews, 94 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33. Come on, Ohio! Ohio! Single.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. First and goal here from the 2.
Watch tight end. Here we go.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dion Lewis with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens add on. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
It's complete to Flainer. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey,
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And now past another. Oh, what a juke into space. And give him a gain of 37. Not only the completion, but that pass also gives him the record for most passing yards in a single game. What a day.
That tells you that the completion percentage is really high. Yards per pass, really high. But what a fantastic day. A brand new record, and we were here to witness it.
And now a first down following that long gain.
double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kobe Flainer, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time.
And now here come the Ravens. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now back to throw. Catch left side here by Aiken. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Looking to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gerald Everett making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens add on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's their quarterback. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Remsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They're going to look to throw, and the tight end has it. It's Flainer. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll drop to throw. And Matthews makes a grab. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Tight end right, tight end right.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kamar Aiken from 13 yards out. And the Ravens add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Back to throw here. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he hits his man, Matthews. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Matthews with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead.
They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And the Browns, they've extended their lead in that ball game. Matt Ryan, outstanding to this point, 4 touchdown passes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. There he goes right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much...
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together.